Hey, okay, here's one. Here's where pagans, especially those British pagans, can get in on national conversations. Water is sacred to us. Yes? Our water is being polluted by the capitalist state, which is being fed by the Conservatives. I'm not saying that Labour couldn't have done that Labour can't have done any better, because they definitely could have. But the Tories keep saying, "Oh, we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this," but they don't care about it. They don't care about our waters. Our waters are sacred to us, and we are, staying remote and away from these public conversations. But this surely our streams and springs and rivers are important, just as important to us as they are to the rest of British society. This is another area that we could have a legitimate say, have a legitimate word in what's going on. What why aren't we allowed? Why can't we say to the government to take back control of the water companies and actually clean out our rivers, our streams, our springs? Because it's one of the major ecological problems happening. But it's not just that; it's causing problems for when families and such go swimming and having days out. So it's not just a global warming thing. It's an eco warrior thing. This is you know affecting families and such. And these water companies get loads of money, and where does it go? Why don't we have cleaner rivers? Where's the investment into our cleaner rivers? Oh, we've got Victorian. You were the ones. There's no point complaining about Victorian infrastructure when you were the ones who were supposed to be investing in improving the infrastructure. You fucking hypocrites. This is why Margaret Thatcher didn't know what the fuck she was doing when she went in for all the privatisation. It's absolutely ridiculous. We no. We promised we'll do it. And look at what the government does. They supposedly put a windfall tax on energy companies, and then say, oh, but if you promise to go on to the green stuff, onto green tech, we'll exempt you from it. Yeah, give them an excuse to get out of it, especially the big ones. It's ridiculous. It's utterly stupid. These are areas that we as pagans legitimately have something to talk about when it comes to the public sphere, but we don't. We sit and hide away. Enough. Come out. Let's come out of the shadows. I know my name is Shadow Wita, but then again, that's in reference, in influenced by our political system. Shadow ministers. I'm in the opposition to the government. There you go. So, it's also shadow wisdom as well. Dark vista, dark wisdom, wisdom that others, wisdom that is needed, but people don't want to hear because it's uncomfortable. Fuck it, TCHT, the cold hard truth. And some people try to tell me the cold hard truth is that pagans don't care. Well, the cold hard truth is that pagans have been made to feel like we don't have to care, that we shouldn't care. So and I'm not one of those. I'm pagan and I do care. And I get that there are many out there that are not like me, but there are some out there that do. And I reckon that we ought to evolve past this apathy, past this social removal of ourselves. You look at Wild Hunt, like in my last video, and there's barely anything talking about what we could do to change our cities for the better, and towns and cities, our landscape for the better. What to keep, what not to keep, what to change, what to invest in, what not to invest in. We can have a word in all this, but we choose not to, and I'd love to know why, what the actual answer is, because I've never given a real answer. It's usually just, oh, we don't want to be part of it. It's sort of we don't want to be part of the establishment sort of shtick. Now I can fully understand that, but we do have to evolve. And I'm not establishment. I'm not pro-establishment, but at the same time, we do have to try and get on with people to a point. That we have to try and there has to be understanding on both sides. There has to be, for each and every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. Pagans can't, there's no reason why pagans can't disagree with physics. There's no reason why we should disagree with physics, alright? So, it's just a piece on that. Like I said, the water is sacred to us, and it's being polluted, and has been polluted for a long time. Doesn't mean that it has to stay that way, and as it means a lot to us, we should have a say. We should push. We should join in the voices pushing the government to take back control of our water companies and actually do something about our waterways. Department, what was it? I think it's the Department for Water or whatever it is. That side of things. What good are they doing? What good actually are they doing? Environment protection. What's going on? The Tories don't give a damn, and no, and the I get why we want to stay out of the poisonous media, but there are many on the left and the right that just, you've got to put your voice out there, because otherwise, what's the point in going along with everything all the time? Just go with the flow. Oh, we might not get picked on. Well, I'm always been fighting against bullies, and now I'm doing it on a societal level. Now I'm fighting back against societal bullies, so they can all go fuck themselves. Let's wake up, people. These are important subjects to us. What could we do about it? Well, we could, for a start, we could get loads of manpower in to actually clean a load of the shite out of our river systems. There's a bunch of jobs. Not only that, but money. Instead of chucking it always to the private sector, actually invest into R&D, build our R&D sector up. As from what I've been finding out, our R&D sector is lacking in this country, which is a bit surprising, honestly. But there you go. That's not really a surprise from a Tory government that just wants to fund its rich patrons and the church. So yeah, it's just that's it for me now on this subject. For now, I'm looking forward for Labour's solutions to come out, Labour's new counter policies. Once they do that, I'll do a video on that. So everything that I've been hearing out of Rishi Sunak, and I mean it's not really important to listen to Rishi Sunak per se, and that's how you use that word properly. But either way, there's either of them, their policies aren't going to help. Liz Truss wants to reduce all taxes, like she's allergic to them. Like all the Tories seem to be, despite the fact that Tories do the taxes do help. It's just taxes done properly don't help the rich. What are you? What's my little girlie doing? What are you doing? What? Come here, you. Yeah. Oh, what are they doing? What's he doing? Got my little girlie. If our water companies were managed better, if our land was managed better by people who actually cared, then perhaps the drought situations might not be so bad. Because not only do we care, but we have the know-how in this country to make technology that could help. Put some of the brightest minds together for the right reasons in the right areas. It's not just idealism. This is practical. This is practical. This is practical thinking, not just idealism. How would you do it? Well, there are plenty of think tanks around the fucking country. What are they thinking about right now? How about we actually pay attention to the think tanks that actually do make sense, instead of those that back pithy ideas and cut the culture war bullshit. So yeah, let's get in on this a bit more. Let's push the government to clean out our waterways, or if possible, let's find a way to get in on the situation so we can do it ourselves. If we can enter, if people from Islamic backgrounds, as well as the Christian backgrounds, as well as the Sikh backgrounds, as well as the Hindi backgrounds, can all enter, and the African ones, can all enter our politics, why can't pagans? Are we banned from British politics? I don't think so. We might have been 100 or so years ago. Not now. Let's come back. Let's take back control. Oh, there's one that would wind up a lot of people. Let's take back control. No. Let's rejoin the national conversation. Not to shine light on ourselves in the selfish sense, but add our perspective in a real substantial sense, and not just on culture war bullshit. Either way, it's been Shadowy Tom. I hope everyone has a good evening. Haran Gokveld. And bless us. I am having problems tonight. Bless other. There you go. Bless other. Zik, I'm having problems. Blessed as I say. Blessed be.